ask you about the issue of anti-Semitism historically in Poland and how it may relate to what the Polish people are doing for the Ukrainian people now. Poland has very painful memories for World War II. Your country has its own history even before that. Pogroms against Jews, concentration camps during World War II, banishing Jews in 1968. Do you think that part of the incredible generosity that Poles are showing right now to Ukrainian refugees is somehow a way to make up for some of those wrongs?
My wiemy, co to znaczy śmierć.
We know what death means. We know what the extinction means. And the pictures from Bucha, I'm sure they made a shocking impression on the Poles because they recall the most horrible things, what elderly Poles remember from the Second World War, what Nazi Germany was doing here in the territory of Poland against our neighbors, against the Jews, who had been living in our country together with us for hundreds of years, for almost 1,000 years. Because that was the length of the Jewish culture in Poland. So these cultures were developing side by side, living together on this land. And they were living next to each other. So our coexistence here with the Jews here in the territory of Poland is a many centuries long history. Now, Germans came here in 1939 and they destroyed this tradition. They built on our occupied lands concentration camps where they murdered the Jews. And in Poland, Poles were punished by death for helping Jews. Whoever was hiding Jews, whoever helped Jews, whoever cooperated with them, who gave them food, those people, all of them, were punished by death. The entire families. This is how the Ulma family, among others, died. They have got their museum in Markowa. Germans killed a pregnant woman, her husband, and 5 children just because they were hiding Jews at their home. Poles today have got the biggest number of trees, remembers trees in Yad Vashem Center. Why? Because the biggest number of Poles kept Jews, sheltered Jews in their homes, and the biggest number of Poles died for helping Jews. It was a dramatic time for us. 6 million Polish citizens died of Jewish nationality. To us, it was a horrible tragedy, and because of that, we know perfectly well what it means when somebody is exterminating another nation, and that is others. I think many Polish people today are helping Ukrainians so much because it is possible, because helping is not punishable by death, because quite on the contrary, for helping you receive gratitude. On the other hand, the world is saying, Poles, you are doing the right thing, and that is why people are providing this assistance. Only in the Second World War, during the Second World War, many people were afraid because such help was punishable by death, but today they open their hearts and they help, just because helping is possible.
And it's personal for you, not just as a Pole, but your wife has Jewish roots. Her family was in the camps, correct?
Yes. The grandfather of my wife was an inmate of concentration camps. Indeed, he survived. He came back to Poland. And here he started a second family, and my wife comes from this family, and here he lived till the end of his days in Poland. So, in our family, my wife, myself, our daughter know perfectly well from the memories of grandfather what extermination means, what a concentration camp means. The entire family of the grandfather of my wife, except for his sister, perished in concentration camps, and they died murdered in the Holocaust.